Here we go again. With this bullshit. I'm telling you what now. This is bullshit. Hello, hello. Now we are going to briefly explain why I hate this game in particular. If I can even call this a video game. I wouldn't necessarily call it a video game. I would necessarily call it a torture device. So, the main developers here to blame for this monstrosity of a game is Overhash, and you may as well recognize that one name. Some of you won't, some of you will, but it's the same developer of Deep Space Tycoon, the first edition. This is probably the third remake, because I know this is the third remake because you see me probably watch one of my streams playing one of these games once before. I'm not really 100% sure. I'm not a good rememberer at things, but my main problem with this game in particular is that it takes way too long. Why does it take way too long? Well, I'll show you exactly why. Some things have changed, I will give it that. The menu is actually functional. There is now a Rebirth Island, which I quite like. It's very showing of the different things that are probably soon to come once I am bothered to do enough uh of um of playing this game. But to be honest with you, I could not give a absolute care. I am going to limit myself. I'm gonna limit myself this time. I swear to God. Even though that I want to literally scream on top of my lungs and literally say that this game is garbage and it should not even exist in the first place, I will give it some of its perks. Let's start with the positives. The positives is the level design for each island. Now, probably one of my streams, I explored many of the different worlds and explaining how the worlds look and how they do. But I'm not 100% sure if I did that, so I am going to do that right now. So, firstly, we have the main ship itself. As you notice, this is the exact same ship in the other deep space um, games. It should be, I mean, It could be only one Deep Space Tycoon game. I'm not 100% sure. But even here, it has the same old text. I'm gonna leave this on the screen right here because for many reasons. Because I honestly think that the developer here and this guy here and this guy here is mostly to blame for this game. Even though that they did a good job in the level design, they just did terribly in the actual game itself. Now the reason why I am criticizing this game is because that I now realize that I wasted most of my time and most of my money on these things. They do not add to your cash per second, by the way. They are just there for show. And that annoys me greatly, including this. But I hear you ask, but Mr. Lord S, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's there. It's not there for show. It surely will give you a ton of money once it's fully built. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And most of the green stuff here is just decorations. It's just paths. And why would I waste my money on a bunch of paths as I am doing so right now? And also, I would like to add that the people who reviewed this game as well, I tried to look for their YouTube channels. They mysteriously disappeared. Or I didn't look hard enough. But surely most of the channels have been either deleted or been sent to the YouTube void of infinite content. But there are some channels that still exist, but they either have quitted YouTube or they are still going but at a slower pace. Now, that's a bit of a shame because honestly, I would have loved to interview one of these YouTubers, and if they interacted with the developer of this game, probably they didn't. And what else is there to say about this game? Now, I know that there are like multiple different worlds in this game. I know that for a fact because in the older game there is like Rebirth 3, 4, 5, I think, and they could just copy paste the exact same thing into this one, and they don't even have to do any of the work. Which, by the way, I'm betting my money that they are not going to actually do that. Because there is no way in hell that they are going to do something different. Because right now all I'm seeing is the exact same thing that I've been doing for the last game that I've been playing, and it's the exact same concept. And I'm telling you right now, it is not worth it. Now, even the old fan shirts are still a thing here, which surprises me. And it seems that the developers watched one of my streams because they clearly had the idea of, let's say, remake the game because I could be the culprit. I could be the culprit of that. I'm not 100% sure, but probably they did find my channel and watch one of my streams where I talked absolute garbage about this game and why it sucks, and probably they ignored that part, and as soon as they seen me play one of their games on stream, they got dollar signs on their literal eyes, and they just decided, hey, it would be a good idea if I remade this entire game from the exact same map, from the exact same worlds, and even the literal merchandise. That would be an absolute game changer for me, and I should actually get a bunch of money out of this. You wouldn't. You really wouldn't. I don't see the reason. Oh, the central hub is not working. I wonder why. I definitely wonder why. Is it because that most of the merchandise is in the central hub? Or it couldn't be developed yet. I know it is, because I could see the other worlds, but beyond this, I know it exists. Yeah, it's just not working. Yeah, honestly, if they update this game once again, and if they add the central hub, they're just proving my point. This is just lazy game writing right here. You're using the exact same map, and then you decided maybe 2 years later, after when the game was originally developed, and you decided, oh, I may as well remake the game just because. That is just frustrating. That's just frustrating. It's absolute, like, mind-boggling how you could literally think this. Holy God. Anyway, in other news, I have gotten Beat Saber, so I'm not 100% sure if I could stream that because there is copyrighted music. I know that there is like a whole situation behind um, Beat Saber and why most of the music that is played is copyrighted protected from different companies. So I'm not 100% sure if I could stream that, but I will just have to double check. Anyway, um, actually, I'm actually just gonna stream for another like 10 minutes because I want to rant for another 10 minutes because I am just very frustrated at the moment. Because if I look up this man on YouTube and if he isn't there and if he doesn't exist whatsoever, or any of these guys don't exist whatsoever, then 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 that will just prove my point even more. Because it's either that one, they are going to change this text in next update, they're going to absolutely change this, and then this. I know for a fact that they're going to do that. And they're going to use different channels and different methods to push this game into the mainstream media. I'm not letting that happen. Because they're just pushing an absolute garbage game with beautiful level design to the literal absolute slow grind to the finish. And oh yeah, I haven't even showed you the main worst thing about this whole game. It's the rebirth itself. Now, why is it the rebirth yourself, you may ask? Now, let me just read this out for you. You need to buy 80% of the buttons from each planet so you can buy so far to rebirth. Then after you terraform each of the planets and heal the core at the altar, you can pay the price and ascend to a new life. Each rebirth unlocks a new exclusive planet and a unique technology. I don't have this tech a new tech expansion. This expansion is this fancy wording, and it doesn't really do anything. Trust me, I already did that. I'm near to the edge of of rebirthing, and it literally just says, buy the rebirth planet and enhance ones for your non-rebirth planets. Additionally, you gain a permanent 1 plus 0.1 multiple cash multiplier, each achieving 100% completion on all planets. Grant an additional 0.1 cash multiplier for your next life. Don't forget to place the keys on their pedestals on the rebirth island after each rebirth. Now, this is just pure evil. Because if you do the math, the multiplier, the normal multiplier is 1.0. That's the normal multiplier. Now add the both of these if you apparently achieve 100%. That is 1.2 cash multiplier. and it doesn't do nothing. It only just boosts the main cash amount by an extra two by an extra two, and that's all. It's gonna be, instead of one, it's gonna be three. So or in simpler terms, it's not gonna be three, it's gonna be 1.2 in extra cash. I'm not reading the rest of this. This is just scummy. Anyway, thank you all for watching this very, very, very short stream. I'm probably gonna edit this down into a normal video, and once I do that, I will definitely be just uploading it without a second thought, because this is just absolute corruption here. This is capitalism. It has to be capitalism. So until then, I'll see you all in the next video.